Hey everybody, good afternoon. This is the winning window, and this is Tuesday, and it's 1 o'clock here in India. I'm in Chennai, and I'm in this beautiful property of Temple Bay. And if you can see behind me, you can see the sea. I'm very close to the sea. It's very beautiful. And I'm doing the winning window today because tomorrow I'll be busy with my work at that point of time at 1:30 p.m. I won't be able to connect with you. So I thought of connecting with you guys today itself. Um, it's an amazing place. I might give you a tour sometime in this next few days that I'm going to be here. But today there is something that I want to talk to you about. And we are on the winning window, week 4. What does that mean? That means that we are just 4 weeks away from the new year. And you know, the winning window is all about our countdown to 2020. So it's just 4 weeks to go now from here on. And I want to talk to you about something which I was talking to a participant today morning at the workshop. And this participant came to me and said that, you know, he's been to many people, like therapists. He's gone to different kinds of modalities. He tried to learn. He tried to do some work on himself. That he wanted to progress in his business, his finances, in his relationships. So he said, "I've traveled across the world. I figured out if I can do something about it." But the observation that he shared with me, he said there are very few people in the domain that you work, Dr. Meghna, are genuine. What does he mean by genuineness? What he felt is that people generally, when a therapist or a healer or a coach or whichever the person who's helping you to come out of your problems, have to come from a non-judgmental space where they should be coming from the space of clarity and having no boundaries or having no frame of their own to judge you and say that this is what you should be doing. The answer should be popping up from your space. At the same time, the person who's working on you should be able to see the compounding effect of the change work that they're doing on you today. So they should be able to see the 10 steps ahead of today. So having said that, what I want to talk to you about today is, while I was talking to him, what I realized is the intention of the person matters the most before taking any initiation or before taking any action. So what is your intention before you do something? Now, what is an intention? Intention is your strong why that you have for yourself to do something. And you also need to understand that it tells you that whether you're in a state of ego or whether you're in a state of purity, whether you are actually connecting to your higher energies, your higher vibrations, or you're connecting with your lower vibrations, which are coming from need, greed, shame, guilt, anger, frustration, depression. What are these? These vibrations which is making you, pushing you to do something in your life, or the vibrations of higher calling, are the vibrations of something that you want to create an impact in the world. You want to do something better in the world. Because see, the more you help the people, the more you're connected with your own soul, with your own higher consciousness. You're also connected with your purpose of life. So it's very essential to understand. Now, if you're operating out of the ego, you will understand that there is this, when you're doing some work, you will see that there's a center that you will keep yourself. How is it benefiting me? Whatever I do, how is it going to help me? When you work from that space, yes, I'm not saying that you don't work from that space, but when you only work from that space, you're operating out of your ego. And when you think, how can I help other people, or I can do more for other people and I can get benefit out of it, it is the purity, because you're creating a win-win situation for people with you, around you, and in the world. And the larger the impact, the better your life becomes, because your own higher consciousness, your own pure consciousness will help you to be progressive on your path, and that too effortlessly. When I say effortlessly, that doesn't mean that you don't have to do hard work. You'll obviously do the hard work, but there will be a sort of a flow there where you won't feel tired. Like I remember today morning, somebody was asking me, don't you get tired of traveling so much? And I honestly enjoy it, because the work that I do, I love it, and it comes from the purpose and a passion and a mission. I just feel that I'm just a catalyst in doing all that stuff that I'm doing at the moment. So I somehow get the energy which comes from a great space, higher space, I feel, and I feel amazing about it. The energy goes higher. So if your intention is pure, you will see that your energy will soar. You will be sleeping well, you will be eating well, you'll automatically feel more connected with people. Okay, so understand something. When you're moving towards the now this is the last month going on of this year, what I want you to do now is I want you to focus on your emotions and get more clarity about yourself. How are you feeling right now? I want you to connect with your feeling. I want you to see how are you connected. I want you to review your emotional progress, because it's very important. Your emotions are very, very critical in your achievement or whatever you want to achieve in your life, or taking action for that matter. With For every action there's an emotion behind it. So I want you to take an account of your emotional progress. Be sure to see the things with clarity and not through the lens of judgment. When I say that not to the lens of judgment, I mean to say not to the lens of judgment for other people, at the same time for yourself. So, a lot of times I see people talking about, I'm lazy, I am angry, I am giving label to yourself is not acceptable, which is not good. I mean, take the emotional account for sure, review yourself. How do you feel about yourself? And how do you feel about your progress? But at the same time, don't judge yourself. Okay. Now, understand something. The funny thing, you will see in the world, I'm not sure whether you have observed this, but when I do conduct my seminars and my sessions and I talk to people and I tell them, the funny thing that I observe is people connect with you or they remember you not because what you're doing, but just by what you are being. Let me repeat that again. What I see in the world is people remember you or connect with you with what your being is, and not what you're doing. Okay, so people can easily get your energy. They can easily understand your vibes. They can understand that uh, whether you're really your authentic self, whether you're uh, really true to what you're saying, or whether you're true to what you are, or are you faking? Are you a fake person? Have you ever seen this kind of a thing in your life, that when you meet people, you just know that they are not probably their authentic self. They are not in complete authenticity and integrity with what they are. You can smell the fakeness in people. You can see the fakeness in people. And for that, you don't really need to be mastering knowing the energies or mastering learning the intuition. This skill, I think, every one of us have. So what I want you to do now is, for this week and for the next entire 4 weeks, I want you to focus on your authentic feeling. So what if you're feeling depressed and sad and angry at this point of time? Acknowledge that and see what can you do about it, rather than putting it aside and thinking that, oh, I'm all fine, everything is good with my life, no problem with me. Don't do that. Review your emotions, which are very, very critical. Okay, so your authentic self will always drive the career success and the business success and the money success for you. Very few people know this. Okay, people just want to show the good side, or and always remember this, that there's not always going to be a good side of you or anybody else. Everybody has that kind of a movement happening, where sometimes you're in a good energy, sometimes you might feel little low. Now, highs and lows are the part of life, part of nature. Soul, it's called as biorhythms. Okay, so your biorhythms will have a high and low. So it's very natural to go through the highs and lows. When you're on high, you feel great, but when you're on low, you either try to be inauthentic, you either want to push it away, or you want to stay there. The gap between your highs and lows, if it is more, then you will see that there is you'll face more challenges, more obstacles. But the gap between the highs and lows is less. What I mean by that, okay? When you're on high, it's great, but when you come on the low, how long do you stay in that low? And how long you stay in that low, the time period, and at the same time, how do you, when you're feeling low, what are you projecting in the world? Are you authentic of being low, or are you trying to fake it as if nothing has happened? It's very important to take an account of this, okay? It is time to create the new path, new clear energy for yourself. So for that, it's essential that you realize where are your highs, what are your lows, how long do you stay on that low, and how much authentic are you when you are at that low. So with that, I am going to take your leave today. I'll connect with you next Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. as we go. And please share this video, comment, and tag a friend if you feel like. And I will see you next week once again. See you and bye-bye.